Good morning, traders. Another day, hump day, I believe. Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. What exactly is the date? February 22nd. Wow, February almost gone already. Incredible. Incredible. So, what are we doing here? Well, we're going to look at cryptocurrency while we're waiting for the traditional markets to open up. Got going on over here. Oh, sit down, big dog. It's not time. No, let's see here. Yeah, this weekly chart, not really a lot going on here. I love what I'm seeing on our Fisher, indicator here. All the Fishers are up, tight bands. The volatility bands are squeezing these Fishers. Typically, a move is coming. We were setting up some hidden bull divergence between returns and price action on the weekly time frame. Returns oscillator has turned down at this point during this week, and as you can see, we're getting a positively correlated candle. So that's why we're seeing this little bit of a weekly pullback. Let me see here real quick. Let's go over here. Throw this on the weekly chart. Bitcoin, what kind of distribution levels are we hitting? Yeah. And you can see as soon as this weekly candle opened up, we shot to the top side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. It's a little pink dot right here. Actually exceeded it a little bit. Pulled back pretty hard. Where to? Bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. So right now on this weekly candle, we are ranging inside that 68.3 probability level. Good stuff. So for people that don't understand these probabilities, what does that mean? It means this weekly candle, there's a 68.3% chance the Bitcoin data set closes inside that range. Now we're talking Laplace distribution. If you understand Laplace distribution and normal distribution, everybody should know if you made it through school, right? It's a bell curve, a normal distribution. It's used for a lot of different things. Has been used in trading for decades. Retail traders just don't know that, right? A lot of options traders use it to, get the right strikes, especially if you can project that probability, that distribution out into the future. Gives you some really good levels. Not support and resistance like a lot of traders like to use. Support and resistance breaks all the time. You can't draw lines on your chart for data sets. It's not credible at all. You need to understand that price action follows returns. Same goes with moving averages. If you're using moving averages, if you're using exponential simple, it's all based on price action, right? A lot of it's bad math as well. So the only moving averages we have at Alpha Trading is literally we have a volatility adapted moving average. We have a log return moving average. I'll give you a little bit of that here in a second. So yeah, the weekly. And what are you looking at here? This is our reverse mean of log returns. Powerful indicator. First of its kind, I might add. First of its kind. This weekly data set got up above this 33 power mean here. Powerful. I was calling this number 20K again. Everybody was saying, all the YouTube Jimmies out there were saying Bitcoin's going to dump. We're going to get new lows. Here we go. Hey, was that a probability? Sure it was, right? We got probabilities to both sides. But what happened on that weekly candle? It pumped up to where? See this blue dot right here? Third standard deviation normal distribution. That's a 99.7% probability range. So what does that, what do all these probability means? Okay, so the pink dot to the top, pink dot to the bottom, that is the 99.7% Laplace distribution range. That means there's a 99.7% chance the BT data set would close somewhere in this range. Is that a big range? Yes. But the probabilities get smaller. 95.4 Laplace range, right? Boom, boom. And then you get the 68.3% Laplace distribution range. That's how these probabilities work. It's not that there's a 99.7% chance this candle was going to go to that area. There was a 99.7% chance the data set wouldn't close above that area, and only a 0.03% chance that it would. Let me see here. What is going on? What is going on? Great. Good. Let me go back over here. Whoops, wrong chart. Dang. Boop. There we go. So anyway, here we are again, right? Here's the weekly chart. We got up here, third standard deviation band on the RMLR. Look, this is why we put deviation bands around everything. It gives you a good idea about the probabilities where the data set is per that indicator. Okay. Usually when you get up here outside this third standard deviation band, you are going to immediately crawl back inside the second standard deviation. Did it? Sure did. Doesn't have to. It can ride this third standard deviation as long as it wants, but just know that's where all the other charts, all our other indicators come into play. You need to be able to know, okay, when is this going flat? When are we going sideways? When are we pulling back into these lower distribution levels? Happens all the time. And usually when you're out here, you're going to mean revert, right? The data set's going to mean revert, but let's get this straight right now. Returns mean revert. Price action doesn't. Price action follows the returns. So when I'm talking about mean reversion, I'm talking about the returns. Price action follows it though. Okay. And that's why we correlate all of our indicators as well to know when that mean reversion is going to happen. Is the move positively correlated or is it negatively correlated? You need to know this. Correlation is not just for correlating assets, right? To see whether you've got a stock in NASDAQ that's correlated to SPY, things of that nature. Is gold correlated to Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin correlated to Dixie? Which not very often. But as far as traditional markets go, hardly ever happens. Bitcoin, I've seen Bitcoin run with the dollar, right? We know Bitcoin's its own animal. Nobody, like everybody out in the financial world, they still can't grasp what even Bitcoin is. Everybody wants to know, why is Bitcoin pumping right now? Everybody wants to get into the technical shit. It doesn't matter, man. Doesn't matter. Buyers and sellers, period, the end. Right now, why is Bitcoin worth $24,000? Because people are valuing it at $24,000. People are buying it at $24,000. Right now, people are selling it at $24,000. So we'll have to see what happens. Don't overcomplicate this, right? Everybody always wants to make this complicated. Trading's not complicated. Your mind wants to make it complicated, just like it wants to make everything complicated in your life. Don't do it. You got money on the line, right? Control your emotions. Don't ever be emotionally attached to your trades, right? Don't ever do it. As soon as you start being emotionally attached to your trades, pull yourself out of that professional trader, avenue. You're not there, man. You're not there. Professional traders don't get emotionally attached to their trade, and they damn sure aren't journaling. But this is an industry-wide scam. These people that are talking about trading psychology, they're making money off of you. They don't even trade. Most times they don't even trade. They're just like, hey, this is a good avenue here. We can probably make some money. What are you doing, big dog? Say hi, Asa. This is my big 140, 150 pound little Anatolian shepherd, coyote killer. You want to go outside? Let me let these dogs out. All right, come on. Everybody out. Go get you some. Yeah, I wondered why he wasn't eating for days. Well, he killed a couple coyotes in the back of the property. So he's been running around chowing on coyote legs and shit. Oh, well, it is what it is. He's a big dog. All the neighbors love him. All the neighbors got chickens, all kinds of livestock. So, yeah, he's protecting the whole neighborhood. If you didn't know, I live in the boonies, undisclosed, shady location in the woods. All right, let's go here. So that's the weekly. Quite possibly could pull back to this 33 power mean here, right? It's back under 20K. Do I think it's going to happen? Hey, man, look, we never think like that. We're going to look at both sides of the probabilities and we're going to look at the returns. And we're going to make a decision there. But when it comes to people looking at macro time frames and trying to make projections, where price is going, we're going up, we're going down, we're bullish, we're bearish. Look, the market's going to decide that, right? The buyers and the sellers are going to decide that. People looking at technical charts, trying to do that sort of thing, that's why they're wrong all the time, because they don't understand the probabilities to both sides or that price actions following returns. Once you understand that price actions following returns, and that when you take an indicator like our returns oscillator and use it for divergence, you're looking for divergence between price action and returns. Okay. You're not using on yesterday's stream, I pulled an RSI up and showed you how many times it fails with divergence plays. It's because you're looking at an indicator that's built on the relative strength index. It's absolutely worthless for you. You need to be looking for divergence with really what price action is following. What is price action following price action? No, it's following returns. That's where we get our div plays for. And that's when you're running up this 3SD line right here, guarantee you there was divergence as well. That's what we're looking for. When you're on these outside bands, I'm immediately looking for divergence. If I see it on the weekly, I'm dropping to the daily, then to the 4 hour, 90 minute, 45, 33, 15, 9 minute, 6 minute, 3 minute. Right? This is where I'm getting my entries on these low time frames. We don't trade macro time frames. Macro time frames are to give you a bias. If you have a workflow, this is an edge. A lot of people out there think they have an edge. It's an edge of a cliff, right? Some people are going to literally tell you, here's my edge, and they're going to show you an indicator. This is my edge. This is what I use. That's not what an edge is. An edge is being able to have a workflow. An edge is not being emotionally attached to your trade, right? An edge is knowing when to take profit, knowing when to limit losses, right? This is what professional traders do. This is what we're trying to get into the mindset of retail traders, that they're doing this all wrong and they're being manipulated, right? This is an industry-wide scam. Some of the people that are teaching traditional TA don't even know they're involved in the scam, right? But I always go to these people, I want to see their P&L, right? When they say they have an edge, show me your P&L. 99.9% of them aren't going to show it to you. They're just going to tell you they win trades. Most of the times you get people to show you their P&L, it's like 30%, 35, 30 to 40%. So you're telling me winning 3 to 4 trades out of 10, that's the good edge? No, man. Not at all. When I can sit here and tell you my edge works, right? My edge is 80 to 90%. So there's a huge difference in P&L when we're talking about this. Hopefully one day you retail traders wake up, man. We trade with the algos, not against them. You can't trade against these algos. These high frequency trading firm algorithms will just eat you alive. So here's the daily chart, the RMLR on Bitcoin. Let me see here. What are we doing? This is more likely to happen, right? Come back down, test this 33 power mean. It's about 23.5 area. What is it exactly? 23.3? Let me get it closer. Yeah, 23.3. 23.3 area. That would not shock me at all. Hey, man, that's another $700 down. But and that's also going to put you down by the second deviation band. Then we got the RMLR up here at about almost 29K. I've been talking about this 30K number. Why? Let's go to the monthly. I'll show you why. Just like the weekly did. Just like the weekly did. And you talk about you talk about how the distribution is just running things. Look at this monthly candle. We immediately opened up this monthly candle and it dumped down. Dumped to where? Then the 68.3 Laplace distribution range to the downside. That's that pink dot right at the end of the wick there. So when people are like, oh, this is a doji. Yeah, it's a doji, but where are these wicks at? Right? And this is what happens, right? You open up, you go down, you test the bottom side of the distribution, the 68.3 Laplace, and it pulls up and tests the top side. And now it's centering back out again, right? Mean reverting. This is what happens. But look where the 33 power mean, up here about 32K. I've been yelling this from the mountaintop, just like when Bitcoin was at our lows, when I was saying, look out, we're getting ready to rip back to 20K and we start closing daily candles above that level, we're going to start running. That's exactly what happened, right? And the high was what was the high? Almost 25K. I don't even know for sure. Let me see here. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, about 25 too. 25, right in that area. So I'm looking for this data set to make its way up towards 30K again, right? Now, is the market going to dump out some more? Sure, it could. It's a probability. It's definitely a probability. So just got to keep, I see we got Filthy Snipes is in the chat. Haven't seen him in a while. That profile pic. Oh, hold on for a second. I need some coffee after seeing that. Filthy Snipes, one of the alpha traders. He is a charmer. Wait, I'm still laughing over that. I can't look over there anymore. If I see that profile pic, I'm going to laugh. All right. So that's what I'm looking for on the monthly, right? Little mean reversion. Now, that's what I'm looking for. Does it have to happen? No, man. There's downsides to this too. That's why when I was talking about an edge, you have to have a workflow. As soon as Bitcoin gets a new weekly candle, Sunday night, right? When you get the close, I'm on the weekly time frame. Get a little bias on the weekly. Really, I'm looking at volatility. Then I'm dropping down through the time frames all the way down through to get my intraday bias. How am I going to trade intraday? Is my bias going to be to the top side? Is my bias going to be to the downside? This is how I have traded. Okay, this is a good way to go at it, right? You need to have that workflow to understand. And why am I doing all this? Everybody always talks about risk, but I don't think they really understand how to use risk. So if I'm trading with my bias, I am using 100% of my account. I am not using leverage. This is where people go bad too. Breaking Bad. I mean, it's horrible. Stop using leverage in cryptocurrency. Stop using leverage unless you're trading Forex or commodities. Get out of it, man. Look, leverage is for non-volatile markets. Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is so volatile, it's crazy. That's why you see all these people getting liquidated. They don't understand when you start adding on that leverage. And you know who else is seeing you add on that leverage? The exchanges. And then on top of it, you're throwing stop losses in at data sets. You using what? The same thing. Everybody, all the other retail traders are using the same risk management. So you're piling up all these stop losses, outside of data sets, however many dollars. And then you wonder why you get wicked out. Well, number one, when there's a certain amount of leverage on exchange being used and there's a certain percentage of stop losses in an area, and these exchanges know all they got to do is pull their Bitcoin out of their cold wallets, dump that shit, send a wick down, liquidate everybody, right? They are trading against you. Don't think they're not. If you don't think these crypto bucket shops are trading against you, you are very naive indeed. All right. Enough rant for now. But anyway, you see on this monthly, perfect range inside the 68.3 Laplace. Because that's telling you there's literally a 68.3% chance this monthly candle closes inside that area. And that's what's great about these probabilities. They're probabilities of not to get by these areas. Like here is the first standard deviation normal distribution. If you Google Laplace distribution and normal distribution, you'll see what they look like. And Laplace distributions 68.3% range is very tight compared to normal distribution. That's why when it comes to normal distribution, there's a 68.3% chance the data set closes within here. We use both distribution levels because they work really good together. Really good together. So like I was saying, so I would go to the daily. We already looked at the daily, right? We're below the RMLR. Looking for a little reversion here. We could pull back, like I said, to that 23.3, 23.4 area, possibly get a bounce there. Below, you got the 3SD band. But at some point now, right? Now that we mean reverted, and that's what happens. Look, did it take a while to mean revert? Sure, it did. The data set ran above the third standard deviation band and pretty much had one more little pump up to the 2SD after. What did I say? You get up above the third, usually pulls back inside the second. Then it tries to make another run. Look at all the dojis. Look how flat this was, right? On the daily, all the way to mean reversion. Boom. Got below the 33 power mean, got back down, 3SD band to the downside. What happened? Got back up to the first standard deviation, right? Didn't quite get to the RMLR, but that is if you pull up this 11 length, yeah, let's see here. We're kind of sandwiched in between the 11 and the 30. Interesting. Yeah, this is a nice range right here. I'm telling you right now for BTC. Wow. Didn't notice that. But you come down at some point, we're going to hit this RMLR again. All right. At some point, this thing will mean revert. And this would be a great place to bounce from, that area I was talking about. And that as well, that pink dot right there on it, that is the 95.4% Laplace distribution range. So like take for instance, today, there's literally only a 4.6% chance BTC's data set on the daily closes outside that level. So we're, like I said, we're going to have to see how this plays out. So we'll go to the 4 hour. Let's check this 4 hour out. And this, I'm just going over the RMLR. Another thing, we're below the RMLR, right? Could this 4 hour dump down? Yeah, this would be a pretty heavy move on this 4 hour candle. I'm not saying it can't happen. We've seen it many times. There's a 4 hour candle that just blew the distribution out. But that would be a powerful move. That's a 99.7 Laplace distribution. And it's down here by the second standard deviation. Yeah, man, interesting. And again, like I said, on the 4 hour, at some point, we will mean revert. And we're 26K, right up there on the higher time frames. It was like 29, 30K. So we're just going to have to be patient. Got to be patient. But where do we really trade at? We're trading the low time frames with the algos. All this I'm doing right here, this is just setting up a bias. This is just setting up a bias. That's all it's doing. And a lot of people see strange time frames, right? 3 minute, 6 minute, 9 minute. Well, I use a certain number philosophy. Everybody that's been watching me for a long time knows that. And when people ask, why do you use a 33-minute time frame? Why do you use a 9 minute, 6 minute? A lot of people use a 15. Number one, they're all subsets of the 3, 6, 9. Okay, very powerful numbers. And when you start using these time frames, in my opinion, you'll never go back. You'll see what I'm talking about. I don't even know why I'm giving this little secret out, because people ask me, why you trade the 3 minute? I'm like, because you're not trading the 3 minute. You understand that? You're probably trading the 5 minute, right? It's dangerous though. If you can't scalp the 15-minute chart, you have no business dropping down into these lower time frames. These are where the algos are running. The 1 minute, the 3 minute, the 30-second chart. They will gobble you up. You wonder why your positions get stopped out so fast. Well, number one, you're putting a stop loss in the system. The exchange operators can see those stop losses, and you're not the only one. Everybody's putting them in the same spot, like I said before. So you got to be careful. If you're going to be a professional trader, you need to be at your workstation. You need to be monitoring your trades, right? Now, if you're an options trader, like, God bless you, right? You got a lot of free time, man. You can put on your positions and just adjust as you go towards expiration. When you're talking about trading futures or spot or whatever you're trading, you got to monitor these trades, because number one, you cannot swing trade volatility. There's people out there literally trying to teach people how to swing trade this. Here, we're going to trade the 4 hour chart today. Ridiculous. You wonder why you get wrecked all the time. It's too volatile. There's too big of moves, right? Way too big of moves in cryptocurrency to be trying to swing trade it. You got to be down here on the low time frames. Let's see what's happening on this low time frame here. How much time? 8 minutes until market open. Yeah, this baby's looking like it's wanting to revert down to the RMLR. Where are we? That's about 23. I mean, dude, we're talking like $150. Not bad. I'm waiting for this power mean though. Boom. So we dropped below the power mean too. Where's the 7 or the 11 length? Okay. And you can see what happened here, right? We dropped down. Let me turn on. Yep, I turned all those off. Boing, boing, and boing. Now let me turn off the 30. Boom. Let's see here. Where did we go? Yep, they're a perfect tap too. Perfect tap. So now this is the 11 length. All right. And you can see rejected off of the RMLR, right? Came down. Where did the wick go to the dollar? Third standard deviation band. What happened then? Mean reversion, right? Total mean reversion. Back to the RMLR. Now we're dropping back down. You can see on this recent 15-minute candle went up, rejected off the first standard deviation band. So do I think this thing's probably going to drop some? Yeah, man, it's looking like it's gonna. Doesn't have to. Looks like it's gonna though. We trade the probabilities. And this is where all the action is. You get down here on the 3-minute chart, man, there's a lot of volatility. You just got to know how to trade. You got to know how to trade the hills and the valleys of the data set. We make it pretty easy. Once you learn, have the right tools, and you understand what you're doing, and you understand price actions following returns, it's a whole new ball game. Out there. But yeah, that's about enough on Bitcoin. We'll take one peek over here on the main trading chart. Here's the weekly. Got the Z-score log returns coming down after, it shot way above the 99% confidence interval. You can see you had an outlier in the variance. What's variance? Variance is a spread of data around the mean, right? That's all it is. This is the most simple indicator that I use. It's just pure variance. And because when that data is spreading from the mean, look, the standard deviation of returns is volatility. Where's the variance going? Standard deviation levels, right? That's what people need to understand. When the data set is spreading from the mean, it is reaching out, it's going to distribution levels and then mean reverting again. Variance expands, contracts, and within there has outliers. We have correlated all our indicators, right, to price action to let you know direction. It's the most simple thing out here, right? And it's very overlooked. One of my favorite indicators, right? One of my favorite indicators. So now, what are we setting up? Well, we already did. We set up some bear div, right? This is on the weekly. We're wondering why you're getting this nice bear wick up here. Look, you got a higher high on the data set. Look at the returns oscillator on the weekly, right? Lower high, boom. And now the returns oscillator has turned down, right? First it was setting up what? Hidden bull. Did the hidden bull play out? Yes. Look at that weekly candle. Whammo. Here, I'm going to show you something here. We'll do it again. What the hell? I'll pull up your guys' favorite indicator out there. Not because I'm not really dogging it. You want to use the RSI and knock yourself out. Just know I'm on the other side of your trade and I'm using the returns oscillator. That should be one hell of a wake-up call. One hell of a wake-up call. Because I'm telling you right now, anybody that knows me and how I trade, you do not want me on the other side of your trades. You do not want me on the other side of your trades. Let's change the color of this RSI first. Let's turn off this worthless ass moving average. Put the RSI white. Now this is weekly. Also got to change the input, right? I like using my returns oscillator on a low length, like a 7. You can use whatever you want. There was somebody in the chat yesterday that doesn't even understand the own indicator that he's using, but that is okay. Now on the weekly on a 7 length, the RSI actually did show some div. Hey, bravo RSI. Bravo. You actually did it. Let me see something here real quick though. Let's switch this up. Let's put this on a 15. Yep, where there wasn't any div. Let's check out the RO on a 15. Don't even know, haven't even looked at it. I'm just trying to size these up. Yep, there you go. There's the div. The div's on the returns oscillator. All right, so you set this on a 15. And setting it on a 15, I like this because this move is still on top of the zero mean. This returns oscillator on this line crosses below here, which I don't think it's gonna. Why? Because I'm looking at my Fishers. Fishers look really good. The variance was coming down, negatively correlated too. So when you got variance rising, positively correlated, and you're having an outlier, this trade is a no-brainer. This is a weekly chart too. That's a hell of a move. What $8,000 move? It's pretty powerful, man. So right now, like I said, the RSI is not showing div, and it gets a lot worse. The lower time frames you go, the returns oscillator picks up so many great divergence plays that RSI doesn't. Yeah, let's put that back on the 7. But yeah, on the 7 length, it definitely showed some div. I was actually surprised, but this is a weekly time frame. It doesn't really shock me. But was it as extensive? No, not even close, man. Not even close compared to the returns oscillator, and you're below the zero mean. And how do you know that price action is going to drop, right? Is it correlated at all to anything? No, but the returns oscillator is, and it's a positive correlation, and that's why we're pulling back. What's happening with the volatility? Let me blow this up. Is that contracting? It's sideways, positively correlated, so you're going to walk down. That's exactly what's happening on this weekly chart. The predictors to the top side still, though. Predictors the top side. This is entropy down here, right? If you're not using entropy, you're behind the 8 ball. People are out there all the time talking about trend this, trend that. They don't even know what trend is. They think just because an asset is moving hard in one direction that it's in trend. I got a news flash for you folks. This latest weekly move, guys, it's a random walk. This is trend. This is trend, this down move, right? We're still in a random walk on the weekly. This is not a trending move. Now, this is different for each time frame, right? What we got up here? What are we talking? 43 minutes ago. Any news? Battle crypto. And ditch the news, folks, too. Let me tell you something. The volatility creates the news. This is a little secret they have on you. And this is how they manipulate you. The bugle call. Uh-oh, I'm going to have to back off Bitcoin for a minute. Let's go over here on to, what are we doing here? SPY. Where's this daily range at? And we talked about this yesterday. SPY's got a weekly range. It has not been tested. I mean, here's the bottom side of it. Here's where it closed. Here's the problem. If this wouldn't have been such a big gap down yesterday, and we would have just started up here, maybe, that weekly range was tested, dude, this thing just dumped out immediately. So this has got some upside. There's some upside coming for sure. The center of the new daily range is just a tick over 400. Bottom side right here, 399.89. It's actually about, what is that, a point and a half, 1.6 points. Yeah, 1.6 little handlerinios. Up top side, which is right at the top side of the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. That's this populates every day new, right? This white cross line, that's the top side of the daily 68.3. Here's the bottom side. So now remember, there's a 68.3% chance SPY closes in between like 398.3 and 401.3. So you got a few points. Wow, interesting. But I'm still looking for that weekly range that is up here. And where's it at? Right by the 95.4 Laplace on the daily, 407 or 408. Give me a second here. Yep, let's go right on over here. What are we doing over here? Holy smokes. Okay, where is the first standard deviation? 403? 403. Okay, what are those 403 calls going for? 50 cents. 50 cents, huh? Very interesting indeed. What's this first support level here for the weekly that we did bust through? 402. Here's the 4 hour 95.4 Laplace. 403. Am I setting up a trade? Yeah, I'm setting up a trade. Let me see here. Let me click this on SPY. Okay, what are we doing down here? No, I don't want the weekly. 4 hour. SPY just opened up. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. What? Why is this RSI still on? As you can see again, right? Div popping. Returns oscillator just crossed the zero mean. Here's the bull div. Did the RSI print the bull div? Of course it didn't. Bye-bye, RSI. You worthless. You worthless, son. All right, let's see here. Even got bull div on the log return z-score. Nothing on the Fisher. A little bit on the DLP. Yeah, a little bit on the DLP. So you got some bull div on the DLP, returns oscillator, and the log return z-score. You've got volatility expanding. It's only at a 92. Starting to slope up, positively correlated. You got to check some because all three volatility lengths are up. We got the 981, 2400, and the 525. Just keep watching us. I know some of this is foreign to a lot of people. Bear with us. The people that stick with us and listen, right? Try to learn how to volatility trade. Good on you, man. Good on you. You'll be on the right side of the trades. Can guarantee that. Let's see. AVR1. I want to see if these are all positively correlated. Yep. Or at least sloping that way. That was a 981. 2400 negative. Okay, that's okay. You got two up, one down. 2400 is pretty powerful. Could go a little sideways. We're about to see. I'm looking for this div to play out, though. You can see, though, there's only one Fisher up. The other three, though, we're down here by the 2 SD band. So, right, it's a 95.4% level. That it does not cross that. We'll see. We will see. Now, these low time frames, 33 minute. We're getting a bull div play right here. Bull div play right here. I think I got rid of that indicator just for the shits and giggles. Let's see. The lower time frames you go, the worse this damn indicator is. Let me see here. I got to get it on the right length. Let's just take a peek. This guy's just an RSI basher. What's wrong with this guy? Good. It actually did show some a little bit of bull div. A little bit. But look, from where? Right here? Right here? Look, we're way back. There's been bull divs setting up on the returns oscillator for a long time. Not on the RSI. Not on the RSI. Indeed. All right, just wanted to show that again. Returns oscillator for the win. Why? Price action follows returns. Price action follows returns. Returns make the move first. When you correlate it, you'll know if that move is going to play out. Right now, on this low time frame, 33-minute, that's not even low to me, but on this mid time frame, 33-minute, positively correlated. All the Fishers are up too. Was building. Look at all the bull div building on the DLP. This is the deviation log pro. Let me see. Okay. Flat volatility flat volatility negatively correlated. Price action is going to walk up. That's what we're seeing right now. What's this first 15-minute look like? A lot of bull div, man. A lot of bull div. Volatility is expanding though. Negatively correlated, right? Negatively correlated. So we're seeing this little down move. Excuse me. Z scores low too. Yeah. This thing's close to a move. And like I said, this weekly, but there's going to be, let me see, what's this intraday? Where are you, VXN? 0.57. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. And this is the intraday volatility, right? And the CBOE. A lot higher than VIX. Very interesting play right now. Yeah, this is tricky. That's why I'm sitting on my hands right now. Not entering a trade yet. That's another thing. People get too anxious. Be patient. You can see, I mean, this first 15-minute candle went up, tested the new daily range. Could this thing dump out here? Sure it could. You got a lot of support down here though. You got the second support level for the weekly volatility range. You got the bottom side of the daily 68.3. You got the center of the monthly volatility range. So this area down here around 397, 398, pretty powerful right here, indeed. But here you go. Here's Dixie. All right, Dixie's got a tight daily range telling us this thing is going to trend today. All right, this is a great indicator to let you know. You can see it was finding support on it, right? Bounce, boom, boom. Was rejecting off this 4-hour 68.3 Laplace level. Then it got up to where and rejected. That's the first resistance level for this daily volatility range. If Dixie starts closing some 15-minute candles, here's the thing though, if it starts closing some 15-minute candles below this daily volatility range, you got the bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace. You could bang around in here and get stuck. So it's what I'm really looking for. You close, Dixie gets down here under 104, right? Under 104, starts closing some 15-minute candles. It could come down, test this weekly range again, right? Even maybe center. First standard. Yesterday, Dixie was moving to the top side, first standard deviation. A lot of assets hit a 95.4 Laplace, second standard deviation to the downside. Pretty powerful. Usually you're going to see a 1-for-1. If you got Dixie testing the 1SD to the downside, a lot of assets, cryptos, whatever, and what's your favorite stock? They're usually going to test the top side first standard deviation. So that's what I'm looking for right now to see what's going to happen with Dixie, because this thing's going to trend. And when I see that, I'm like, that would be a good trend. You come down here and test the weekly, but don't think this is going to take profits today. If you're trading anything intraday and you see Dixie dropping down into this level around 103.7 area, 103.6, 103.7, be prepared. It's probably going to bounce out of here like a bat out of hell, man. So you're going to need to take your profits, because you're literally, if that happens, you're going to see SPY up here around its first standard deviation, 403 area, which those babies already dropped to 43 cents. Remember, they were like 51. So that's what I'm looking for. Maybe get SPY down here to the 68.3 to the downside, 398. Those 403s probably be about a quarter. Right now you got the 405. Let's see what's up here. 401. Whoops, get off that. Let's see, 402. What's a 1SD? Yeah, that 403 area. Interesting. Probably should have already. You know what? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What did he do? Stay tuned. Let's see. God, it's raining. Hold on, guys. Where are my dogs? Oh, well. I'm going to have a bunch of wet-ass dogs now. All good, ladies and gents. Let's take a peek here. I'm in an Apple trade, Netflix trade, natural gas. What the hell am I in? I'm in all kinds of shit. We're talking options, folks. Yeah, Apple, Netflix. Oh yeah, I'm in a what expiration did I do? I know it was a weekly expiration. Yeah, a couple days. Got in a SPY butterfly. It's actually, what's it looking like right now? Yeah, not bad. Up about 125 bucks. Beautiful. That's what options is all about. That's what trading's all about. If you're out there and you got all your eggs in one basket, I'm going to trade Bitcoin futures today, and dude, you got to spread your risk, man. Spread your risk. Doesn't matter what you're trading. Small positions, spread your risk, right? That's what people don't understand. Like everybody always talks about VCs and angel investors, is what they don't understand. These guys got their fingers dipped in everything. They got so many irons in the fire. They're spreading their risk around. They only need one to pop, man. Right? They only need one of these investments to pop. That's what you need to understand. You got to spread your risk. Right? Everybody thinks these guys are brilliant, these angel investors, these VCs. Nah, they just got a bunch of money and they're throwing it to everybody. Everybody and their brother's getting a chunk. If you got anything that's halfway sexy, they're going to throw money at you. So remember that. Remember that if you're ever looking for investors, right? Make your shit look real shiny. Attract. People love shiny stuff. So here we got Dixie. Right back down at its daily range. So Dixie's breaching the top side of its daily as SPY's breaching the downside of its daily. So yeah, this will be good stuff. Let's see what happens. All my trades are green. Well, Apple. What are you doing, Apple? Gonna take a crap here? Let's see. Where's Apple's new daily? Actually, it tested it immediately. It was at 148.94. Okay, not bad. What is it? What's its 1SD? 151. What's that trade? What'd I get into? Oh yeah, good stuff. All right. And I'm never going to talk about any entries number wise or anything like that. I don't want anybody, going out there mimicking my trades. It's not how I roll. That's not what I'm here for. I'm not here for signals. I'm here to give you guys the probabilities. But if you can read between the lines, usually my bias is pretty strong. You're going to figure it out. You're going to figure out what I'm doing. Okay. Let me see here real quick. Anything really popping besides intraday volatility? Doesn't appear to be. Let me see here. Good. Stepstones. Good, Yasha. Glad you got that chat under control. What a team. What a team we are. All right. Yep, that's what it was doing. Let's just see if anything's really popping. Amazon, where you going? Where you going, Amazon? There, he's starting to move a little bit, up 2%. Not bad. SoFi wants to run. Lyft, you're just beat up like a fucking junkyard dog, man. Up 2.5% already. Coinbase, of course it's up. Yeah, right. Earnings. Yeah, man. Earnings on Coinbase. I actually like coin. Let me see something real quick. What are we doing? Wanted to get in on a trade on coin. It's a tricky little booger right now, man. Not gonna lie. Oh, butterfly. What is that, Max? Boom. Let's see here. Vertical. Boom. Wow, it is pouring now. Money, girl. Come on. One wet dog. All right. Go lay down. The other one is probably in a mud puddle somewhere. Crazy dogs. Okay. Where was I? Oh, yeah, coin. Oh, Coinbase, man. What are you gonna do? Hold on here real quick, folks. Beautiful. Yeah, Yash. Well, people know where to come get the goodies. People know where to come get the goodies. And you guys, if you want to look at any assets, now I'm not going to crawl down the altcoin freaking well, right? I don't want to go too deep, but if you got anything in crypto, any stocks you want me to look at, put them in the chat. Put them in the chat. Let's see here. Okay, Apple's down literally below its daily 68.3 Laplace. Apple's showing some weakness, man. Apple really is showing some damn weakness. Okay, here's SPY closed that first 15-minute candle inside the daily range. And so we're going to break higher. I'll tell you what, it's got to get by this 68.3 Laplace to the top side, that 101, or 401.52. And then possibly you're going to see a 1SD move. But there's a lot of overhead resistance. And this isn't freaking data set resistance lines. This is price action volatility ranges. This is distribution levels. Crap, man. Well, this rain is coming down. At least it's not snow. Fucking 50 degrees. What is it? February 20 something. 50 degrees. Raining. I'll take it all day. I moved from the mountains for a reason. Tired of the snow. Tired of the cold. So here you go. You got Dixie right at the center of the daily. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed, sir. What is this little putty? Give me 1 second. For a call. $8.39. Ooh, that looks good. That looks good. All right. Trade's already up $50. What, 3 minutes? Wow, I don't know if you guys can hear that rain, but it's coming down in buckets. Just like his prophet I'm about to throw. Small buckets. Yasha filling them small buckets. Yeah, we're seeing a bounce today was inevitable too. There's a lot of weekly ranges that didn't get tested. So that's why I'm looking at that area up there, that 408 area on SPY. Today, who knows? It'd be one hell of a move, that's for damn sure. But yeah. Don't know if it's going to happen today. And these weekly ranges, hey, we got a whole week. At some point, it will get tested. They always do. They always do, just like the daily ranges. Always get tested. But now you've got Dixie. All the support is below Dixie's data set, right? Dixie was having trouble for at least 10 weeks. It was flipped. All the overhead, all the resistance was overhead. Dixie finally broke through. But yeah, we got a lot of people buying out there, man. Don't ever forget that. People wonder, why is the market going up? Because people are buying. Straight up. A lot of those people, algos. The algos are excited. Should be. Everybody wants to make some money, right? Everybody wants to make that money. Let me see something here. And Yasha, if anybody wants to look at anything, just put it in the Founding Father chat. I got it up on the screen, so I don't have to flip back and forth. Let's see here. Yeah, Coinbase is just running with the earnings, leading the pack in the stock market for sure. Leading the pack. Let's pop on, you know what? Let's go to Sol here. Let's put Coinbase up. Yeah, look at that. Wow. Okay, Coinbase. Yeah, shot right through its weekly range. Right, this looked pretty bearish, right? You dip down below this weekly range. Coinbase is like, I give not two shakes of a lamb's tail about you, man. So you got the first standard deviation, almost 69. Okay, I'm taking one more look at this. March? I want to do the March? Yeah, why not? Let me see here. Boom. Dun, 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 dun. Quick little peeky poo here. Set up this broken wing. Yeah, there we go. I like that. What's that pop on that? 60%, huh? But that's on what? 23-day. Give me 1 second here, guys. Let me see if it's got what's a spread. Ugh. Boy, we're ugly. Ugly. Was that at 75? Sell 273s, buy a 68. It's at 119.382. Doo-da. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, so let's go up here to the 80. Whoo! What are we gonna do? 5-point spread? Yeah, we like 5-point spreads. There's a 70. What is that, Pop? 3. That's a no-brainer. What is this in on? What expiration? Yeah, the March. You gonna fill? Come on, sugar. Doo-da. All right. Back to the charts. Let's see here. 10. Oh, wow. Well, just got filled. Let's see. What kind of skew we working on Coinbase? Let's see here. What's this price at? 60. Right around 67. Let's go to 70 and 64. Actually, man, wow, no skew. Wow, you got the 64 calls, 605 and 620, and you got the 70 puts at 605 and 620. Right on. Okay, immediately in profit. That's what we like to see. I got a lot of positions on. It's all good. Thank you, Tasty Works. Okay, let's go back over here. What's gonna happen? Yeah. Betneo. Yeah, the China cryptos, don't trust them. Don't trust them. I trust them about as much as their little spy balloons. Who knows? We're being lied to about everything. Just laugh. All right, what do you want to look at? We got Vet, Neo, and Tezos, huh? Dragging me into the well. All right. You 3 I don't even have on my watch list, but that's okay. That's okay. I know we got an African crypto warlord that wanted to look at Vet. Saw that earlier. I kind of forgot. Tether, Binance. Man. Try to do US dollar calculated. Let's see here. First of all, let's go to a weekly. Setting up some nasty bear div on the weekly. Problem though, can't get a good read. Not enough history. Not enough history on the weekly. Let's just drop to go to a 2-day. Yeah, at least I got some variance reads. Let's see here. Tell you what, on a 2-day, no div, and you got variance coming down negatively correlated like that. Never really got into a full trend to the top side on the 2-day. Volatility is contracting, negatively correlated though. This is an important area, right? You're getting negatively correlated move on the returns right here, but it is above the zero mean. You want to see a bounce here. You definitely want to see a bounce here. Then it might set up a little bit of hidden bull, which is good. But you got bear div, right? I mean, we've got bear div longer term. Got a longer term bear div playing out here. About the daily. Yeah, there's no correlation on it right now. All the fishers are down right now, and you got every point here. Bear div. Is it playing out on VeChain on the daily? Sure is. But what's it setting up? Hidden bull from literally the same 3 points. Bam, bam, and bam, just like the bear div, right? Just like the bear div. You got hidden bull setting up. Even a little bit on the Z-score log returns. Now it's pretty flat, but it's almost getting ready to set it up. Almost. Contracting volatility, coming down from 100 percentile too on the daily, contracting, negatively correlated, heading back into a random walk out of a trend. This is usually what you're going to see. Usually what you're going to see. Let's go to a 4 hour. See if we're building some bull. We are. Okay, so you got the returns oscillator above the zero mean. That is good. But you can see the returns oscillator has turned down. It has turned down. With what? Hidden bear. Hidden bear, right? Got a higher high on the oscillator, lower high on the price action. Having an outlier on the Z-score, hitting the 90% confidence interval right now. Volatility's been contracting the whole time, pretty much from the top up here, 80 percentile or whatever. Not trending. Predictors to the downside, obviously. Predictor was the downside when it started coming out of trend with the move to the top side. That's why we love this entropy indicator. You need to understand entropy if you want to understand trend, right? You need to understand entropy if you want to understand trend. I'll say it again. There's a 4 hour. All these fishers are down. Just a bag of cats, though, man. You want to see these in lockstep for good moves. And these things are all over the place. All over the place. Hey, you got two above the 1SD to the top side, two below the 1SD to the downside. Yikes! No reads there. 33 minutes. See if this thing's wanting to pop. Contracting volatility. Negatively correlated. That's what you want to see. Actually, is there any div? Not really. No. Yeah, a little bit hidden bull, but don't like it. Yeah, V-chain. I don't know, man. I don't trade this Chinese stuff. Cryptos, definitely don't trade any. I don't trade any of the Chinese cryptos. Why? Hell, I barely trust them in the stock market, let alone crypto where it's not even regulated. Kidding me? I'll get into BABA a little bit, right? Traditional markets, but as far as like VeChain, I mean, there's a pack about 5 of these Chinese cryptos. Don't be shocked if they rug pull at some point. Don't be shocked. You heard it here first, folks. You heard it here first. Don't be shocked. Those Chinese cryptos pull a rug. Let me see. Look at this variance. Another crazy thing. This is on the 15-minute. Yeah, it makes sense. There's China. There's China in a bucket. Right there. Okay, so on the 15-minute, volatility's pretty crash. Fell off a cliff, too. Literally fell off a cliff. It's heading up, positively correlated. I'm going to look right now at these other two. This could be setting up for a pump, to be honest. What is this? In this, I'm talking intraday. Let's see here. Yes, this indicator has a lot of settings. So I'm still on AVR 3. Okay, so positively correlated contracting 2400. That's not good. Let's see, 981 coming down too, contracting. Same, positively correlated, huh? Oh no, I'm going to take that back. V-chain's not looking too healthy. Rug pull imminent? No. You never know, man. This is crypto. This is crypto. Look what just happened to FTX. You don't think these Chinese could pull a rug pull on all these crypto assets? You better wake up. Take that. What are you going to do? Sue them? You're going to call China? Hey, your boys rug pulled us. Nah, you're going to get shafted. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. What are the other ones? Yeah, God, man. What's up with these Chinese? Pulling me down the Chinese rabbit hole. Neo, there's another one. Probably going to see something similar. I mean, Jesus. Even 15-minute volatility looks identical. Wonder why. The thick as thieves over there they are. I love the people. Can't stand the government. Love the people, though. Love them. My uncle literally taught English in Shanghai for a while. Never got to go visit him while I was over there, but yeah, man. Don't trust him. I don't trust the government. He had a great time though. Set him up. He was in like a 5,000 square foot home with like 10 servants. What the hell? Crazy. Crazy. Had a good time. Let's look at the 4 hour on Neo before I totally dump this thing. Definitely setting up some hidden bull. But you can see, I mean, you don't want to see this returns oscillator starting to slope over like this. Once it gets above the zero mean, that's not healthy. And look at the fishers. Yeah, you know, you're almost in a total random walk too. Yeah. Yeah. And that DLP right here from the top, man, hardcore. And look at all the bear div that was setting up. Boom, finally played out. That's on a 4 hour. Let's see this daily. Well, it went on a run, didn't it? Variance is coming down, negatively correlated, and there was not any bear div. There's no correlation either. That's why you're not seeing a huge dump out. If you saw blue candles buying here, you'd see Neo down here probably around $11. Trending still. Trending to the top side. Trend never broke. And you are pegged. Significantly positively correlated. Volatility pegged at 100. This move might not be done. Especially, why do I say that? Because there's no div. There's no bear div on the returns oscillator. No bear div on the Z-score. I'll tell you what, though, where there is bear div is on the fishers. Look out, man. A little bit on the DLP right at the top. No, none. So really no bear div at all. All right. Oh, really? Litecoin, really? They forked they're going to do ordinals too? Not allowed to talk about ordinals. There's a little alpha for you. Anyway, might be ordinals coming soon. They already did. Nice. Yeah, I'll look at Litecoin. Yeah, what the hell, man? Let's look at Litecoin. Do I even have it on my charts? I don't even think I do. LTC. Okay. Where are you at? Let's go to Coinbase. Where are you, Coinbase? There it is. Oh, yeah, it looks like it's pumping. How's that bullish? Chomping at the FOMO bit. Yeah, Litecoin. Ah, boy. I mean, you got volatility crushed on the daily. Literally crushed on the daily. Are setting up some hidden bull right now. But, of course, negatively correlated. So not yet. And the fishers are looking ugly. Random walk indeed. And you're literally starting to slope negative as volatility is crushed. I mean, this thing could, and this is what happens. It starts with a contraction, positively correlated. That'll ebb and flow right into a re-expansion of volatility, negatively correlated. This is how the 6 different scenarios of volatility trading work, right? Usually starts with a walk down or a walk up, goes right into a pump or a dump. Happens all the time. Us volatility traders know that. That's what allows us really to front run positions. People are like, how did you know that was going to pump? Well, because it was literally, volatility was contracting, negatively correlated, right? And if that volatility contracts all the way, right when that correlation's flipping, you're going to get a pump. That's how it works, man. That's how it works. Good freaking stuff. Good stuff. All right, so that's a daily. Let's look at the weekly on Litecoin. Been a minute, and I know there's plenty of history. Oof. There is no. It's starting to build correlation though. You can see it building right off of this bear div play. So we're getting this little pullback. Z-SOAR is coming down too. Expanding volatility, negatively correlated, heading back into a random walk. There was a lot of bear div, man, on Litecoin. A lot of bear div. DLP. Z-score locally, yep. Bear div. That's on the weekly. We looked at the daily. What's this 4-hour doing besides having a nasty down candle here? And why? Good question. Well, maybe it's because of the hidden bear div, right? Got a lower high on the data set, higher high on the returns oscillator. And as soon as the returns turn down, that's literally telling you this positive correlation. Be aware, this hidden bear div is going to play out. When did it play out? As soon as the returns oscillator crossed the zero mean. Okay. Youngins out there. Yeah, we're going to look at Sol for sure. Sol's next. My favorite. One of my favorites. Solana. So yeah, that's what you're seeing right there. Just for shit and giggles. Oh, I know where he's going with this. He's back on the RSI bash. No, I just like to see, hey, did the RSI show div? We're about to find out. Oh, well, what do you know? But obviously, we got to get this set up right. I know this is going to be on a 14. It might show some hidden. About to find out, aren't we? Let's see. Actually did show some hidden. Hey, bravo RSI. You usually don't. Boom, boom, boom. Works better, totally. There was a bear div. It was shown on the returns oscillator forever. You got all these. You got this move and that move. Okay. RSI did pick it up. Bravo to you RSI fans. So yeah, Coinbase, yeah. Hidden bear playing out, man. Hidden bear playing out. Let's see if it's flipping. See if we're building some bull div on the 33. Sure are. Building a little bit of bull div. Wait for the cross. Wait for this zero mean cross. Starting to drop into trend, though, to the downside. Volatility is contracting, positively correlated. That's why we're seeing no correlation. Was negatively correlated. Yeah, I don't know if I'd trust this play yet. For sure. Be careful. Be careful. Especially with, you had all this bear div on the Z-score too. And you had an outlier that ran through the confidence intervals twice. Usually you're going to work your way back down. But remember, this is the log return of Z-score. Okay? See, you pull it up. Boom. Use mean of log returns as source. You turn that off. It's just Z-score price, which really, there is no such thing. But, yeah. It's good stuff. This is why we use log returns for everything. I want to know what's going on with the returns on all my oscillators, my Z-score, my returns oscillator, my DLP, all of that. I want it set to the returns because that's the divergence we're looking for between price action and returns. That is real divergence. That's going to show you the imbalance in the buy and sell pressure. Okay, let me get over here on crypto. Pull up Solana, and I'm going to show you something on Sol. Let's get everything set up on Solana. Boom. Coin. No, we want Solana back, baby. Let's see here. Crypto. There you go. And this is also what you're going to see too, right? You've got Dixie hanging out. Did not close in. We got 15-minute wicks down into this daily range. Nothing closed down in here though. All right, there's a lot of support here. This is going to take a little sell-off on the dollar, right? If we want these markets to move at all, these babies. Now, obviously, when it comes to crypto moves in unison. We all know that. There's always some outliers. You'll get some shit coin pumping. But, yeah. It's a little different in the stock market, right? Especially if all these earnings plays going on and stuff. You're definitely going to have different movements with the dollar. But yeah, I use it a lot with crypto. It's a no-brainer. It is a no-brainer. All right, so Solana, what are we doing here? The VRE. Besides, right, here we go. Where was the new daily range at? Let's see. Man, this thing dumped out. Okay, so immediately when wait a minute. There we go. So let's see here. Immediately when the new day opened up, pull this back down. Here's the bottom side of the new daily range. Immediately, right? These two white lines right here, that was the first 4-hour candle of the day on Solana. You can see immediately went up, rejected off the 68.3 on the 4-hour, bounced off the bottom side of the 68.3 on the 4-hour, right? Boom. Then it pumped up, tested the daily range, rejected hard. Where to? Top side of the weekly. And broke through the bottom side of the daily 68.3 Laplace. What happened after that? Right? When it started closing some 15-minute candles, again, below that 68.3, closed some below the top side of the weekly range, and right down here, first standard deviation on that 4-hour candle, right? As soon as it broke that, bam, slammed right to the center of the weekly range. Been hovering around ever since. So you got the first standard deviation to the downside, center of the weekly range. You've got, let's see, the green line right here. That is the second support level for the daily volatility range. Interesting. Let's go over here. Let's check out Solana on the daily. Immediately, first thing I see is we're setting up some hidden bull. Coming off what? The bear div. Right? Not correlated at all. Not correlated at all. That's what you're going to want to look for. If this returns oscillator turns up and you see a positive correlation, that's when the hidden bull will play out. Tight volatility bands around the fissures, and they are in lockstep. They're above the mean of the bands too. That's a positive. Total random walk. Volatility is actually expanding on the daily, positively correlated. Guarantees. So why are we coming down? Well, you'll see. You drop down 2 time frames, you'll see why. Let's see. Let's go to a 4-hour. Yeah, we're setting up some bull div right now, and we're getting a positive correlation. These fissures, I wish they were more in lockstep. But you are contracting, positively correlated. And this positive correlation, this little bull move, I mean, you can see we had a backfill. Right? If you don't know what that is, look at the wick, right? We backfilled that previous 4-hour candle, but then boom, immediately dumped out. So that was the positive correlation. It could have been a little bit of that bull div playing out. That's why you have to look. The next 4-hour candle, if this returns oscillator continues up and you get a stronger positive correlation, you're probably going to see this thing flip around. You notice how I always say probably. It's all about probabilities, man. All about probabilities. What's going on this 90-minute? Bunch of bull div? Not really. I mean, you have some, right? But longer term time series. And even on these low time frames, you're contracting, positively correlated, man. 45, what are we seeing? Much of the same. Except down here on the 45, you're literally expanding, negatively correlated. Down. That's what that means. Down. Dropping down through here, man. Contracting. A little bit of contraction, positively correlated. Yeah, that's why we're seeing this 33-minute pullback here, man. I did think that these markets were going to bounce today. We'll see what happens. Don't have to. There's probabilities to both sides. On the lower time frames we go. I mean, down here, though, I mean, we're expanding, positively correlated. This is, man, got some strange things at work. Strange. No divs. Variance is just pretty much just snaking, going sideways. Wow. And you can't get any good history though on the weekly on Solana. Would really like to see it. I mean, it's setting up hidden bull here big time, but there's no correlation at all. 3 of the 4 fissures are above the mean of the bands, and you see it on this a lot. A lot of these bands on a lot of these assets on the fissures are really tight, real tight. But yeah, there was that nice Solana bull div play, right, on the weekly. Bam, that thing jumped. Jump. Why? Look at the positive correlation on them, man. And you can see, let me take a quick peek here. Yeah, that whole move, man, that was literally contracting volatility, negatively correlated on the weekly. Beautiful. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Hold on here. I was like, why am I getting these weird ass reads on the volatility? Well, I probably didn't switch it back. I did. Never mind. Correlation look back 5. Yeah, on these higher time frames, though, you see something. There you are. Switch this up to a 10 real quick. Boom. Yeah, there's there on the 10. You can see the expansion that moved to the top side, 525. If you set it on a 10, it was positively correlated. And then boom, the sideways and the walk down, negatively correlated, positive correlated contracting volatility. Makes a lot more sense. Makes a lot more sense. All right. Now, Soul, your RMLR. Let's pull you in. Let's reel you in, baby. First of all, for the weekly. Holy crap. Come on. Scale. Scale, baby. Scale. Yeah, on the weekly, Solana sent a wick right through that RMLR, man. Right through it. And this is what we were talking about on Solana. So if you look on the weekly, okay, we dump down here, got a wick down to the 2 SD band, immediately mean reverted to the RMLR. Once we close this candle up here and I saw the bounce coming off of this RMLR, this was a no-brainer. This move up here to like 27, 28 bucks, no brainer. But look, it's rejecting off of the 33 power mean, man. But look, it's finding support on the first standard deviation band. If this weekly candle, we can get a little run here in crypto, and Solana closes a weekly candle above this 33, look out, man. And that is actually, that's the, wait a minute here. Yeah, here's the 30. Where's the 30 at? Yep, 30's there too. Okay, so they're both down here. It's actually a good thing. One thing though, if this does reject from here, guys, we're looking at Solana back down here. Oof. If it wants to mean revert to these RMLRs back down here, I mean, you're talking damn near a 50% dump again. I really want to see that. That's on a weekly. Let me jump over here real quick. Let's turn off the 11 length. Yeah, we got back down below. Back down below this 33 power mean. But you can see the RMLR is up here about 35, 36 bucks. And that's what I was looking for. When it started running, I was like, it's going to run up to like 35 bucks. But here we got the 11 length. So if Solana wants to come back down, check this up, which you turn off. Look where we were. We were up here, almost sent a wick up to the 3SD. So this, it makes sense right here, since it already, especially if this daily candle closes below this 33 power mean, you'll probably see Sol down here testing this area, 2150 area, looking for a bounce from there. Then if we turn on that 30, yeah, it's way up above. So we're pretty much sandwiched between these two lengths on the RMLR. Water. What? This live stream is brought to you by coffee. Drink up. Got to be jacked. Trade these markets. Now the 4 hour. What are you doing? I'm going to throw a projection boss on this down move too. Let's see where we're at. Expand this a little bit. And you can see on this 1 4 hour candle, man, it dipped below that 33 power mean, pulled right back up, closed above it, and then continuation. But now you're down here by the 2 SD band. So on the 4 hour, right, you got the 33 power mean up here, about 2450, RMLR at about 25.3. Where's the 11 length? Up even higher. Okay, like that. Now let's turn off these RMLRs. We're going to turn on our projection boss. So when that baby's going to be way out, I got to get up here on like a weekly, turn it on. There you are, you little booger. And here's another thing too, on this move. This is how you work a projection boss. right? What is this projecting? This is projecting the Laplace distribution. Think of it as the bell curve, a normal distribution, right? We all know what the bell curve looks like. This is just Laplace distribution, right? That's all it is with an extra. This is a 0.9999 percentile level. Just so when you get those massive moves, you understand you are usually probably a high probability of the time you're not going to close a weekly candle outside of here, right? On these moves, or a daily, or a 4-hour, or a 15-minute for that fact. But look, when people wonder, why did this move stop? This is the 99.7% Laplace distribution range on this projection from the lows on Solana that got down here around, what, $8? People are like, should I buy? I'm like, I don't know what you should be doing. I've been buying, right? Was it a good call? Sure it was. Of course. It was a no-brainer, too. No-brainer. Look where the wick went to. Right there was a literal 0.03% chance this weekly candle would close above this area. That's projection wise. But you can see what this did. This candle ran up to that level, pulled back here. This on the current candle on that weekly second standard deviation, that blue dot was right there. So look, I mean, the candle literally tried to pull back inside of that. There was a 95.4% chance that would happen. Slided it a little bit. Then this is the rejection off of the power mean right here, but found support on the top side of the 95.4. Got to be watching this on Solana. We break down into here, dude. I mean, if this thing wants to mean revert on the projection, we just looked at another area around $12. There is that. Very interesting. But the main reason I wanted to do this is I want to bring this forward to the weekly candle. So I can throw this on a 4-hour. There we go. Now let's scale this baby up right. Look at scale here. Now let's see here. Yeah, just the recent one from went sideways. Yeah, we're below the 95.4 Laplace. We are below the 95.4. Does it want to make a run to the 99.7 here on the projection on this 4-hour chart? We're back down around $22. Could it happen? Sure it could. But remember, on this projection, there's only a 4.6% chance this data set gets below this level. And this is another thing. When you see people drawing trend lines on their charts, is what they don't realize. You're literally, these data sets are running the distribution. This is why trend line break all the time because of the probabilities. And people are like, oh, we break above this area, we break above this area, we're bullish, we're bearish. Most of the times they don't understand. You're down here at a probability level where you're such a low probability of you to break below your little trend line or your little patterns that you guys like to draw. And then you wonder why you get wrecked. Stop trading patterns, right? It's coloring books for adults. Are you that bored? Learn how to trade. That's all I got to say. Stop listening to these YouTube jimmies like, we got an ascending triangle and all this crap. Dude, it's all crap. It's all total crap. Hogwash. Hogwash. See this 33-minute. Yeah, not enough going on there. Okay, daily. Populate you little booger. Where are you? All right, let me go back to this 4-hour. I got to back it up some more. Actually, let's go all the way to the top here. We got a little hangman. Figures. And then don't trade candle. Don't trade candle patterns either. You're going to get wrecked. What's creating these candles? The volatility. But if you know what kind of candle this is, right? Did that play out? Yeah, it did. Does everybody know what you're looking at here, right? That's called a hangman. Those are very bearish, right? But if the volatility is not agreeing with it, you're going to get wrecked. And I can show you so many of these hangmans, bullish and bearish, that, or they're all bearish, my bad, but dude, you're going to get wrecked. I've seen many of these pump after it. You got to be careful. The volatility has to be giving you the same readings. So what is this? Oh yeah, that's what I was doing daily. There it is. That's what I want to look for. Where are we? So on a daily from this down move, these last two daily candles, we're almost to the 95.4 Laplace. And you've got the second standard deviation in 95.4 on the current candle on the daily down here at about 22.3. but the actual projection is at about 22.8. So if this wants to dump out a little more, hey, it's got room. It definitely has room. Room to roam. Oh, what? Is natural gas going to make a little move? Worthless turd. If anybody knows about natural gas, it is crushed. Crushed. Let me see. Oh. We've had. All right. Gonna have fun. Want to do the what do you want to look at? Coffee cash contract or Java? Now let's look at coffee futures. Cheers, coffee. Coffee's on a bull run. I'm going to go out on a limb right now and say it. Coffee's on a bull run. Here, I'm going to show you something real quick. You know how a lot of people crash on coffee? I'll show you why. Actually, I am shocked right out of the gate at that thing. Well, I didn't have it expanded enough, but holy shit. You got coffee finding support on the 95.4 Laplace. This is what I'm saying. Stop drawing trend lines. Realize what you're looking at. What would do you just think that this just happened? Right? This is happenstance. Look how far this projection's going from the start of this run right here. Look at these wicks going right into the top side of the 95.4. Finding support, bounced right off of it. Pretty powerful, huh? That's why we use this, man. That's why we use this. Let me see something. Where are you? You little drag and drop. Yeah. If you do it from the down move here, we're back upside the 68.3 Laplace. But that's ultimately not what you want to do. You can see where it where we had this little flip on the daily, right? You got down here on this daily candle, tested second standard deviation, 95.4 Laplace, and then boom, out we go. Out we go. But yeah, let's actually move this out to this recent move. It's probably right about 95.4. Once you look at these long enough, you know where these data sets are in the distribution. That's another great thing. So right now we're inside the 95.4 Laplace on this move. Interesting. Why is he looking at coffee? Because I love it. I like coffee, man. Because I was getting trolled in the chat. Show coffee. We have way too much fun here. Jesus, 10:30 already? Wow. So yeah, that's kind of, let's just look. And what was that on? Yeah, it's about enough. That's about enough, unless, let's see here. Case one. Just want to show you. That is on a weekly, right? No, it's on a daily. It's okay. Let's go to a daily. Yeah, there was the bull div right there. Boom, boom. And all the fishers locked up and said, let's go for a ride. Let's go for a ride. And when did it start? When did the move start? Right when it crossed the zero mean. Boom. Been up ever since, right? Look, set up bull div the whole time. Boom, there's the pullback. When did the pullback start? Right when it crossed the zero mean. Right when it crossed the zero mean. Now, from that area right there, let me see here, man. This thing's set up. No, didn't. No, thing's just running. Having an outlier on the daily, though. Having an outlier on the daily. Oh, coffee beans. Gotta love them. Gotta love them. But yeah, man, Solana, to get back to Solana, we know how crypto runs. Crypto's going to run together, man. Crypto is going to run together, right? I mean, look at this wick. Look at Bitcoin, right? When you don't understand why we use these levels, there's a reason, man. A lot of liquidity right here at the center of the weekly range. Bitcoin, boom, flushed out the last hour. Right when it closed, that 15-minute candle inside the weekly, dumped out. Closed that next 15-minute candle below the first standard deviation. What happened? Got a wick right to the center of the weekly. Right to the center. Now it's pulling back up. 68.3% chance by the end of the day it closes above this blue cross line. And if we're talking Laplace distribution, 68.3% chance it closes above like 24,175. So we'll see how this plays out. Yes, we will. Like I said, this dollar gets trapped in between the daily range and the top side of the 68.3 and just goes sideways right here. Chances are these markets are just going to be stuck in the mud all day. These markets will be stuck in the mud all day. I mean, literally, you're between the bottom side of the daily, bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace on the E-minis on the NASDAQs. Let's see what's going on down here. You're right at the center of the monthly range on the E-mini on SPYs. Apple's just down here. I don't know. It's down in the garden digging holes or something. But yeah, Solana. This would be a good launch point for Solana. I'm not gonna lie. This is a great area. There's a lot of liquidity, a lot of buy liquidity right here. Right, a lot of buy liquidity right here. So we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Yeah, coffee does keep the degens going. Good stuff. Good stuff. What am I going to end this on? Let's see here. Let's go back over into traditional markets here real quick. See if anything, since we've been running around in crypto, has really made itself known. Tesla down 2%, huh? Down to 193 now. It's kind of a no-brainer short, actually. He was on a run like crazy. Been on a run. Yeah, I mean, besides Coinbase, man, everything's kind of just, I mean, hello. Hold on. Let's see what's happening here. Little fake out, I'd say. Little fake out on Coinbase. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So what are, oh my God, I thought they said they had great earnings. What's happening? Yeah. That's what's happening. All while I was talking about Solana. Let me pull this back up on the VRE real quick. Let's see this shit show happening. I know somebody right now probably getting their butt wrecked. Probably getting wreck-a-rude. Look at that fake out. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Literally was talking about Coinbase, right? Was literally talking about Coinbase. But look what happened. Right when that dollar bounced off the daily range back up to the top side of the 68.3, crypto assets especially, look, all of them did. Everything dumped out. Right when the dollar started showing some strength again. Coinbase, though, really took a dive. But where's it at? Just right at the bottom side. A wick right to the 68.3 Laplace distribution range. Right to it. Almost got to the 1SD to the top side. Gave this tight weekly range. I mean, just like, I don't care what you're doing. This is nuked right through it. That's what you do. 915. This thing's setting up anything? No, not even close. 33, probably not either. Nope. Not setting up any bull div. Let's see here. Nah. That's where I bury my traders. Yasha. That's where I bury everybody on the other side of my trade in that little box down there. I need it. I mean, setting up some hidden bull, but man, this thing is just negatively correlated. Total random walk. Everything's random. It's all random right now. Coinbase. Where are you going? Wrong way, baby. Wrong way. Yep. Looking ugh. That daily candle, man. Oof. Daily candle. And look at the returns oscillator. It was telling you the whole time. Positively correlated. Man. Big time. All right. That's about it, man. That was Coinbase was literally up 6%. Hell, it's down 4 now. That took some people on a ride. And I know somebody that was short in Coinbase. They were probably shitting, going, now I'm sure they're doing jumping jacks somewhere, saying, I knew I was right. It's like, dude, it's all probabilities. You're not right. You just know the probabilities. Yeah, I got natural gas, man. Finally pumping. Interesting. See if that thing can make a run. So yeah, keep an eye on this today, guys. Keep an eye on Dixie. Dixie's looking like it's wanting to bust up the top side of the 68.3 Laplace. If it gets some legs up here and makes a 1 SD run, you are going to see these markets dump hard today. If you see it reject here and you see this, the data set of the dollar drop below this daily range, more importantly, the bottom side of the 68.3, look at all the support down here. Look at all the support down here. Yeah, the rest of the day I'm going to be looking at these charts, trying to see if I can figure this out. But it's all about the probabilities. You got to trade them. This is why we trade low time frame volatility, right? You get all these trades. That's what we're talking about. You get down here on the 3 minute, right? And you're scalping Bitcoin. Let's see here. Pop this baby up here real quick. Bam. I mean, dude, the trades are endless. So I told you yesterday, if I'm intraday trading, especially I'm intraday trading Bitcoin, I'm in and out 20 to 30 trades a day, right? A day. You drop down on the minute. Oh, it's a freak show down here. Freak show down here. These are all scalps, all tradable scalps. People are like, look at all the noise. As a volatility trader, this is what you want. This is what we crave. We crave volatility. You're going to get it. You're going to get it on these low time frames, man. Very powerful. And you talk about div plays playing. Dude, div is huge. Div is huge on low time frames. You got to understand that. You got to understand div's huge. So look how this bull div plays out, right? You get this down move, right? Higher lows on the returns oscillator with a bounce right off the zero mean. 1 minute rocket ship. What? 1 minute rocket ship up here to the top. What does that set up? Hidden bear or bear div right here by the zero mean. As soon as it drops below it, bam, down we go again. So yeah, keep all this in mind. We're going to continue to do these live streams on TradingView. If you're interested, keep on watching. Reach out to us. Yeah, other than that, we're going to cut this baby off. And hold on here real quick. Yeah, remember, small size. Spread your risk. Don't be emotionally attached to your trades. Take that profit. Limit your losses. I'm out on that. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wherever you live at on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. See you guys.